Hey everyone, if you're as stoked about clean energy as I am, then you're going to love this.
Yeah,
We're
absolutely.
talking solar power,
Big time.
like a major breakthrough in efficiency, the kind of stuff that gets me seriously pumped.
It's not just incremental. This could really change things.
No kidding. We're diving deep today, all thanks to this article, December 16th, SciTech Daily. It's called, hold on, let me get it right. Smashing Solar Barriers. Low-carbon tandem cells hit 25.7% efficiency.
Edgy title, right.
Now, some folks might hear that number, 25.7%, and think, well, does that all? But trust me, in the solar world, that's huge EE.
It is. Think about it. Your average silicon panel, they're around 17 to 19% maybe.
Right.
So jumping up to 25.7, that's not just a nudge, it's a massive improvement.
So more power from the same sunlight, that's the gist, yeah.
Exactly. Same amount of sunshine, way more juice.
Okay, so efficiency, that's the holy grail, we get it. But help me out. Why is it such a big deal? Is it mostly like saving space on rooftops?
Well, yes, space is a factor for sure.
Like if you want to go full solar on your house.
Exactly. You might need, what, half the panels potentially?
Sweet.
But there's more to it, you know? Higher efficiency means cheaper energy per watt, basically.
Oh, so it makes solar more competitive.
Head-to-head with fossil fuels, yeah.
Right.
And the faster we get solar out there, the faster we clean up the grid, which benefits everybody.
Gotcha. So it's not just about geeking out over numbers.
Right.
It's about real-world stuff, cleaner air, cheaper bills, all that good stuff.
All of that.
But that's the question. How'd they boost efficiency so much?
Two big things, materials and design.
Ooh, fancy.
First off, the stuff they're using to build these cells is different. You've got your typical silicon panels. Most folks know those, right?
Yep.
And then there's CIGS. Newer tech stands for copper, indium, gallium selenide.
Okay, I'm not going to try repeating that one.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Point is, both those are good, but they need crazy high temperatures to make them.
Which is not so good for the planet, I'm guessing.
Yeah, big carbon footprint, yeah. This new approach uses perovskite and organic solar cells.
Those names are familiar.
They're processed way cooler, literally lower temps, so more sustainable right off the bat.
Eco-friendly and efficient. Sounds promising.
That's the idea. Though those perovskite cells, they've been kind of hyped for a while now, right?
Yeah, they pop up in the news every so often.
So what's different here? Well, perovskites, they're amazing at grabbing blue and green light from the sun.
Gotcha.
But red and infrared, not so much. And the thing is, a lot of sunlight's energy is in those reds and infrareds.
Oh, so it's like missing out on a big chunk of the potential power.
Exactly. And scientists have been trying to figure out how to capture it all.
It's like you go to a buffet, but they only let you have half the dishes.
Yeah, something like that.
Kind of frustrating.
And that's where the second innovation comes in. Tandem solar cells. It's like layers, get it?
Layers like a cake. I love cake.
Exactly. So in one layer, you've got perovskite gobbling up the blues and greens. Right below it, a brand new organic material. This is the key. It's designed to suck up those reds and infrareds like crazy.
Oh, so it's like a 1-2 punch for the sunlight. Nothing escapes.
That's the idea. The perovskite gets its perfect partner, and boom, record-breaking 25.7% efficiency.
Wow, okay. Color me impressed.
It's the whole rainbow of sunlight finally being put to good use.
I'm picturing these sleek, super efficient solar panels everywhere, powering everything.
Yeah.
But let's break it down a bit more.
Sure.
This new organic material, what's the deal with it?
Well, they didn't just stumble upon it. This thing was designed in a lab.
Oh, wow.
Specifically to grab that infrared light. That was the goal.
Like a magnet for those red wavelengths? That's pretty cool.
Super clever stuff. But even then, there were still challenges.
Oh, what else is going on?
The perovskite itself, even though it's great at blue and green, it was losing a bit of efficiency when tuned for those colors specifically.
Like it was trying too hard and getting tired.
Kinda, like it had some internal hiccups, needed a boost, but without messing up the whole cell's balance.
So how did they fix that?
They added what's called a passivation layer. It's a super thin coating on the perovskite. You can think of it like smoothing out a bumpy road.
Right, less bumps, smoother ride.
Exactly. Remove the imperfections and things flow better.
So smoothing out the perovskite reduced energy loss.
And made the whole cell more efficient.
That's pretty brilliant.
It's taking something that's already good and making it great, like fine-tuning an engine.
Perfect analogy.
Yeah.
But this isn't just about fancy science in a lab, right?
Oh, no.
This has real-world potential.
In time, yeah.
So what does this actually mean? What's the big picture here?
Well, if you zoom out, 25.7% efficiency. That could ripple through the whole energy system. We're talking potentially much cheaper solar.
Oh, that's hugey.
And cheaper solar means more people using it, less reliance on fossil fuels.
So, good for the planet and our wallets. I like the sound of that.
Exactly. Imagine solar panels becoming as common as smartphones.
Whoa, that'd be wild.
You could power your whole house, charge your electric car, even sell energy back to the grid.
And it's all clean energy, sunshine, baby. But let's not forget the environmental side. Climate change is on everyone's minds, right?
Right.
So any progress in clean energy feels like a good thing.
Absolutely. And remember those older materials, silicon, CIGS, all that.
Yeah.
Making those is energy intensive, not so eco-friendly.
But perovskite and organic, they're better.
Way better. It's like not just clean energy from the panels, but clean manufacturing too.
Double win. The more we talk about this, the more impressive it gets.
It's pretty exciting, yeah.
But hold on. The article said 25.7 is a record, but is there a limit to how efficient solar can get? Or are we going to keep breaking records forever?
Great question. There is a theoretical limit, the Shockley-Queisser limit. It's kind of complicated.
I'm sure it is.
But the takeaway is these tandem cells, they have the potential to go beyond that traditional limit.
Oh, so they're rule breakers.
In a good way. Using multiple layers lets them bypass the limitations of single-layer cells.
So it's like they're rewriting the rules of the game.
And yeah, the planet is winning. But even with this breakthrough, there's still work to do, you know?
What do you mean?
Well, durability, making these things last longer, especially the perovskite ones, they can be a bit sensitive to the elements.
Ah, right. I've heard they're a bit finicky.
So making them tougher, more reliable in the real world, that's the next challenge.
Gotcha. So they need to be able to handle anything Mother Nature throws at them.
Exactly. Like, imagine solar panels that laugh at rain, snow, heat waves.
So that would be impressive.
That's the goal, the kind of reliability we need for a truly sustainable future.
So what else is on the horizon? What other clean energy magic are they cooking up?
Oh man, there's so much cool stuff. New materials, ways to manufacture them cheaper and cleaner.
Tell me more.
Imagine, like, printing solar cells like newspapers.
Whoa.
Or integrating them directly into building materials.
So like solar-powered windows.
Exactly. Solar roofs, even clothing.
Clothing. That's straight out of a sci-fi movie.
But think about it. Charging your phone with your jacket, not bad, right?
Okay, I admit that does sound pretty cool.
Yeah.
But seriously, the implications for developing countries, that's huge, right?
Massive. Affordable, reliable, clean energy can change everything. Lighting homes, powering businesses, even schools, all with the sun.
That's inspiring stuff.
Yeah, it really is.
Feels like this is about more than just science. It's about creating a better world for everybody.
Absolutely. Using innovation to build a brighter future.
So this 25.7% efficiency, it's not just a lab experiment. This has real-world potential.
It's a big step toward real commercial solar cells that are actually good for the planet.
So this isn't some far-off dream.
No,
It's happening now, and it could change everything we know about energy.
That's the power of science and engineering tackling the big problems.
It's amazing, honestly. It gives me hope.
Me too. It's a really exciting time for clean energy. It really is. And remember we were talking about those traditional solar materials.
Yeah, silicon, CIGS, all that.
Right. The manufacturing process for those, it's not exactly a walk in the park. Lots of energy needed, and that means a bigger carbon footprint.
But perovskite and organic, those are different, right?
Night and day. Not only is the energy they produce clean, but the way we make them is much cleaner, too.
So it's like a double whammy of sustainability.
Exactly. We're closing the loop on clean energy production. Plus, did I mention that these new materials can be processed at way lower temperatures?
So that's even less energy used during manufacturing.
Yep, which means even lower carbon emissions.
Wow, this is pretty incredible stuff. Okay, so the article mentions this tandem cell hitting a record-breaking 25.7% efficiency.
Right.
But is there like a limit to how efficient we can get, or are we just going to keep smashing through these barriers?
That's a great question, and it's one that scientists are always trying to figure out. There are a theoretical limit. It's called the Shockley-Queisser limit.
Sounds complicated.
It is. But the main point is that these tandem solar cells, like the one we're talking about, they have the potential to break through that traditional limit.
So they're like the rebels of the solar world.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you could say that. They're finding ways to work around the limitations by using multiple layers to capture different parts of the sunlight spectrum.
It's like they're playing by a whole new set of rules, and the planet's reaping the benefit.
Well said. But even with these amazing advances, we're not done yet, you know?
What do you mean?
Well, we need to make them last longer, especially those perovskite cells. They can be a bit sensitive.
Oh, right, like to the weather and stuff.
Exactly. Think rain, snow, extreme heat. They got to be able to handle it all.
So they need to be tough.
Super tough. That's the next big challenge. Imagine solar panels that can laugh in the face of a hurricane.
Now, that would be something.
That's the kind of reliability we need for a truly sustainable energy future.
So what's next on the horizon? What other cool, clean energy stuff are they working on?
Oh man, so much cool stuff. They're experimenting with new materials, new manufacturing techniques, all with the goal of making solar even cheaper and cleaner.
Like what? Give me some examples.
Okay, imagine solar cells that are printed like newspapers.
Printed? Seriously?
Or picture this, they're integrated directly into building materials.
Whoa, so like your windows are actually solar panels.
Exactly, your roof, even your clothes.
Wait, clothes? Now you're just messing with me.
No, I'm serious. Imagine charging your phone with your jacket. It's not as far-fetched as it sounds.
Okay, I'll admit that does sound pretty cool. But on a more serious note, what about developing countries? I mean, this could be a game changer for them, right?
It could be huge. Think about it. Places that have struggled to get reliable, affordable energy could suddenly have access to clean power from the sun. They could light their homes, power their businesses, and even run their schools, all with solar energy.
That's amazing. It's like this technology could really level the playing field.
It's all about using innovation to create a brighter future for everyone.
Okay, so let's bring it back to this 25.7% efficiency milestone. This is more than just a lab experiment, right? This is something that could actually change the world.
Absolutely. This is a real step toward making high-performance, sustainable solar cells commercial viable.
So this isn't just some pipe dream.
No, not at all.
It's happening right now, and it has the potential to completely transform how we think about and use energy.
It's really a testament to the hard work and dedication of all the scientists and engineers out there who are pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
It's pretty inspiring stuff, and honestly, it gives me a lot of hope for the future.
Me too. It's an incredible time to be witnessing all these advancements in clean energy.
This deep dive has been really eye-opening, gotta say. It's got me feeling pretty optimistic about the future.
Yeah, it's exciting stuff for sure.
It really is. Okay, so we've talked a lot about the science, the tech, all that, but let's bring it back to, the people listening. What does all this really mean for them?
Yeah, good point. Well, think about it like this. Imagine a world where solar is so good, so cheap, that it's everywhere.
Everywhere. Like how everywhere?
I'm talking your house, obviously.
Yeah, roofs covered in panels.
But also your car? Maybe even your clothes?
Wait, hold on. Solar-powered clothes? That's got to be a ways off, right?
Maybe not as far as you think. Picture it. Charging your phone with your jacket. How cool would that be?
Okay, yeah, I gotta admit that does sound pretty cool. But seriously, you mentioned developing countries earlier. This tech could be huge energy for them.
Oh, absolutely. Places that have struggled with energy access, unreliable grids, expensive power, they could leapfrog right into a clean energy future.
It's like hitting the reset button, starting fresh with a whole new energy system.
And with solar being so versatile, you can power homes, businesses, schools, anything, all with the sun.
It's pretty powerful stuff when you think about it, not just for individuals, but whole communities, the whole planet, really.
It all ties back to that bigger goal, creating a world that's both more sustainable and more equitable.
Yeah, exactly. So to kind of wrap things up here, this deep dive, it wasn't just about a new record being broken, right?
Right.
It's about a potential shift in how we do energy, period.
Moving away from those dirty fossil fuels and towards a cleaner, brighter future.
And it all starts with pushing those limits, seeing what's possible.
Yeah, with scientists and engineers constantly innovating and collaborating, who knows what amazing things are coming next.
That's what gets me so excited about this field. There's always something new on the horizon.
Yep.
This has been a fantastic deep dive, super informative. I hope everyone listening learned something new today.
Me too. It's been a pleasure talking about this stuff.
So before we sign off, just a final thought for everyone out there. What if this 25.7% efficiency, what if that's just the beginning? What other incredible breakthroughs are waiting to be discovered in the world of clean energy? Keep those minds curious, keep learning, and keep believing in the power of human ingenuity to build a better future for us all.